Alright, it is, I believe, December 12th, and I caught a big coyote here this morning. Right in this oil well head. And the reason I put a trap here is we've got a nice pond over there, big timber there. We got a field here that connects with this grass. Comes out here, and we have another road that comes in from right here, and there's a big block over there. But got this great big open grass field, and then we got some wheat coming up here, and they'll use these divides in the fields to run and hunt. And we caught one here this morning, big male. He was quite the talker. But I'm just gonna show you guys the remake on this and go from there. Alright, so you got this oil well back here where this pipe used to be, and what used to be a tree. And I went over in the field and grabbed this big chunk of wood, and we're gonna dig our trap bed back out, which is back here. Alright, so we're gonna dig our trap bed out. And get this all chunked up out of here. This old grass. We'll use this dirt here in a minute to cover our trap up. We're gonna dig this thing back out, because he's been walling around in here and got it all tore up. Get this all out here. I actually had this trap in here for about 2 weeks, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, so I came back and remade it. And I remade it 3 days ago, I believe, and didn't have anything still, so I was actually going to come and pull this tonight, but now it's going to sit here because we caught a coyote in here this morning. But I was using real antifreeze for, like automobile antifreeze for type of antifreeze. And I don't know if they could smell that and were just deterred away or what, but came in here and redid it. Got some peat moss, bedded my trap with that instead of the antifreeze, and it must have took, because they got up out of there. They got traps fired easier, and it didn't smell like antifreeze, so it's good for me. I'm gonna go back up here and redig my dirt hole, because he's tore it all up. Get that pulled up out of there. Using bridger number 2s. I like bridgers because I prefer a square jaw over like a Duke round jaw, and these seem to have bigger pans, at least I think so. And I think they help my catch ratio better. But everybody's got their own opinion on what's right and what's wrong, so. Alright. Just dug out. Set our trap. The only thing I don't like about these bridgers is the dogs tend to bend on them a lot, which it's just a dog and they're not hard to fix. There we go, we got a stray dog again. Get this up out of here. Just like new. Something about those square jaws, you can really get these bedded more solid, I think. Plus with the square jaws, at least I think, it's easier to pack in on them to get your base solid, because you can take your hatchet or whatever and take that square edge and push up against it, and it's going to move it into where it needs to be. As a round jaw, it might slide off or whatever. Pretty solid there. I'll still pack around these jaws a little bit. I never like to pack around my levers, because if it freezes up and you missed anything on your peat moss or antifreeze, whatever it is you use, they'll be frozen in the ground and you'll miss animals that way. I've had lots of misses like that. Pretty solid here. Adjust our pane. Usually what I'll do is take a leaf or something, run over here and grab a leaf. Just take a couple little leaves, like so, and put them together and place those under my trap so I don't have to go and pre-make pan covers, I guess you could call them. They're going under the pan, but our peat moss here. Always make sure to sift your peat moss, because you always get clods and sticks and stuff in them. I'm going to put this peat moss on the inside of my jaws here. And brush off to the sides here. Take some more peat moss. Now that trap is insulated. The ground around that might freeze, but stuff that's inside of it won't freeze. Another thing I do is take peat moss and mix it in with my dirt that's already here. It's kind of like those guys that use wax dirt. All the dirt's covered in wax, so this is just got peat moss mixed into it. It kind of acts as a watershed whenever dirt gets in here. For those of you that don't know, peat moss it won't let keep the dirt or moisture out. We'll take this dirt that was already here, sift over, and cover up all this peat moss, because it's not natural here. I take this, cover up that peat moss, and for any of you guys watching, please feel free to comment and tell me what you think I'm doing wrong or whatever else, because I'm no professional. So I've been trapping for 4 or 5 years now, and just starting to get the hang of it, but I'm always looking for tips. But get this good and brushed in. I've kind of found, because I've caught 3 coyotes and 2 foxes so far this year, which I haven't trapped real hard. I haven't trapped since opening or anything like that, but in the last few weeks I've caught 3 coyotes and 2 foxes. And I like to take the edges, because you dig down in there, you got sharp edges. I can take those edges and smooth them all out. I got a hard bank right here. I'm gonna take this tool here and scrape that flat, so it just kind of looks more natural, I think, anyway. Like I said, everybody got the preference. Get this dirt out of this hole. Blend this in a little better. Get this grass out of here. I know a lot of guys are real big on scent. Not putting scent down, but as humans, you put down 30,000 to 40,000 dead follicles of hair every single day. So it don't matter what you do, you're going to put down scent. And the Coyote knows you're gonna be there. He's known you're there. Knows that you were there. But he doesn't care because you're not there now, and he can see that. Get some stuff is down the hole a little bit here. So there's that. Bring that in a little bit. Pick you guys up here and show you this. You see, we've got trap pans right here. I'm gonna take a stick here, throw that. I might snap that in half and do that again. Got our whole oil thingy. I'm gonna take a stick and do that. I'm actually gonna uncover my pan a little bit here, see if I can find it. It's right here. Here's our pan. So we're gonna get that out of there. We're gonna shift back over here. Blend that in a little bit better. I'm gonna take his stick and use it as a stepping stick. He's not gonna step on that. He's gonna step over that. Take a couple of these little things here. Drop it down. And since I caught that coyote here this morning, he's been running all around this thing, dropping scat and peeing everywhere. So it's good and scent it up. We don't really need to add any more scents or anything. We're just gonna kind of blend this in a little bit better here. That stuff, make it a little, just a little hump. Now that, when that draw fires, you're going to push that stuff out of the way, so that's not going to get in your way a whole lot. There's that, and we're going to get the bait stuff in this whole thing here. Some bait. I think what I had here last time was either a chunk of rabbit or a chunk of beaver or deer or something like that. I take a lot of deer scraps and throw them in these holes because I kill a lot of deer per year and it makes it easy. I always take my gloves off whenever I'm going to mess with my bait so you don't cross-contaminate. But just got a chunk of rabbit here. We're going to cut a chunk off. So we got a rabbit leg. Rabbit leg. Take that, shove it down in there. Ouch. Stupid thorns. Shove that down in there good. As far as we can. Now the good thing about this oil well being here is he can't come in from the back side and steal my bait. So he's got to come in from the front. We're going to kick a little dirt down in here. Pack that on top of that rabbit, so he's got to really work at it. So there's that. And that, my friends, is a finished set. Hopefully we'll come back here in the morning or sometime later this week and we'll have a... What? Come on. Talk to me. What is it? Huh? Huh? What is it? What?